got Tristan Thompson each and every night. So important to utilize that size under the basket, and you know he'll be contributing in every way he can here tonight. And it's LeBron James, and it's Love in at the 4. And for Portland, Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. A big game for this young man making his NBA debut. Then it's Evan Turner, and it's Collins in at the 4 slot.
Well, he really makes things happen offensively for this club. And as a defender, when you go against him, you have to get help defensively. So it's important for your defense to really communicate with him out on the floor.
And also, he's absolutely able to do some incredible things in the air. I mean, he can look like a gymnast sometimes, twisting his body, double clutching his shot. But he maintains a smooth approach to it all. Well, LeBron James was probably his best season statistically a year ago. I don't think there's any question about it, guys. I mean, certainly it was his most efficient offensive season. I mean, he had career highs of 56% shooting from the floor and 41% from long range. I don't know if we've seen a player of his size put together those kinds of numbers with the types of shots that he takes. I mean, just absolutely stunning what he did in terms of his efficiency last season.
Lillard outside. Back to Turner. And stolen by LeBron. With the lead pass, Wade drives in. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I spoke with the Cavaliers head coach for just a bit. He said we've been playing some of our best basketball on offensive late and continued not a lot of mistakes, guys going to where they should be, setting good solid screens. Really, I can't ask for much more from them on the offensive end. Obviously, something he hopes can keep going here.
Okay, Doris, appreciate the information. I think, guys, it's not the first time that shooting has been a focus for this team.
Well, it's always something that they've tried to concentrate on. You work hard in practice. You work on your craft. You work on your strategy, your execution, but you never know if the ball's going to go in or not.
And we've seen it ring up dividends. When they take that very disciplined approach to their offense, it usually pays off.
And for LeBron James this season before last, he really focused on scoring in the post, using his size and strength.
And we've seen his field goal percentage climb as a result. The low post work, I think the selection too, he shoots fewer three-pointers but a higher percentage. So now, how do you guard the guy? He's got everything in the back of him.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Damian Lillard was really a steady floor general, guys. I think we still have a lot to see as to how much of a playmaker he'll become. Remember, he was the man in college. Without a lot of other scoring options to rely on, he carried Weber State offensively. And I think that's going to serve him well throughout the rest of his NBA career. More point guards have to be able to score as well as run the team in the way the league is playing now.
And finished off by LeBron.
Boy, I tell you what, the D was way too soft right there, like Jell-O. You got to do better than that.
Clark, he's not the kind of guy you want to get in the way of.
No, exactly. I mean, he's a hard man to stop coming down the lane, but you've got to have good position before the play starts.
And Damian Lillard last season, Steve, averaging 6.5 assists a game.
And those numbers should get better because, Lillard's going to get better. The Blazers will continue to add to their roster. They had one of the worst benches in the league last season, so you put a couple more scores alongside Lillard, those assist totals will go up.
I think Clark's right. We'll have to see in time how his playmaking develops.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
The shot by Turner, no good.
And little to no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, that was a tough one right there. No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the path to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. You saw the result.
And I like the choice, making the conservative finish, making sure of the 2 points.
For now, the Trailblazers are still the basketball team in the Pacific Northwest. Seattle made a strong push to acquire the Kings, made a record bid, but the owners decided that Sacramento had done its part to keep the Kings, and so Seattle has to wait.
And here's Wade after the three-pointer from McCollum. LeBron, good.
He has not missed yet. 4 for 4 in this first quarter.
Setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Here's the dish to McCollum. Rejected by Wade. Now here's LeBron. 8 points for him. And the layup is good. LeBron's got 10. And Clark, going back, the Blazers, one of 3 teams in the Pacific Northwest. You also had the Sonics in Seattle, and Steve, the Vancouver Grizzlies.
And I think those two cities, particularly Seattle, Kevin, are strong contenders for a new NBA franchise. Of course, Seattle almost ended up with the Sacramento Kings, but when Sacramento was awarded the franchise, a lot of people felt like it was only a matter of time before Seattle would be granted an expansion team. C.J. McCollum, a 6'3" combo guard out of Lehigh, played only about 2 months of his senior season after suffering a broken bone in his foot, but did enough to impress scouts that he became a top-tier talent. I think he's got a big future in this league.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Kicks it out to Love. Moves back up. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. Here's McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And McCollum compares himself, Clark, to Damian Lillard and Steph Curry, 2 other small school guys with great shooting touches.
Well, you know what I like to say, have game, will travel, and McCollum has game. There's no question about that, Kevin. He's going to do fine in the NBA, and those guys he compares himself with have shown they're capable.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Take a look at the rebound totals, guys. That's +5 now on the glass.
And, Steve, I don't think there's any question which team came out with more energy and enthusiasm.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and LeBron throws it down.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Here's McCollum. No good again that time.
And poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be. They tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Jeff Green is checked in for Love. Jay Crowder comes in for LeBron. Iman Shumpert's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas.
Oh, perfect opportunity to finish the break, and he blows it.
Okay, Steve, you have to be able to finish off plays like that. It's a must.
Boy, what a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, it sure has been. Look at the lead they've jumped out to already. Impressive.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And as we get a break here, important for the teams to go over their own strategy, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. To put out your best effort as the game wears on, guys.
You know, it's amazing when you're playing during a season, if you go through a stretch where you don't hydrate, it can have a major physical toll on you. Your body wears down quicker, you don't recover as fast, and that can really take its toll over the course of an 82-game season. They keep going down low with the ball, and it results in points. They're having their way in the paint.
And it's resulted in a big early lead, too.
And it's Turner off the drive. Can't get it to go. Rose with some nice D. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense there from Leonard.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yep, they were ready to go right from the opening tip.
That's good. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. One shot.
Well, the Cavs really didn't have a lot of players that demanded attention on defense last year. Really, just Kyrie Irving, and when he was out, their offense had no punch.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
They're fortunate that one was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there. .106 left in the first quarter of the game. Green. There's the killer two-handed slam. Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now